Welcome back, Top Notch Gang, to another video. At the time you're watching this, the Raising Kanan should return tomorrow night, season 4 episode 8 that is, and within that episode I think we're about to get two major death reveals shown to us. One obviously is going to take place within the episode, one possibly already happened. I just made a video last week talking about the rest of the kills we were going to see for the remaining of season 4, but now with the new exclusives that we just received, I believe two is for sure gonna take place within episode 8. We're gonna break all that down, and those characters being Stefano and O-Cee. Now, two other characters that people are expecting some information on or something to likely happen to them, of course, Krystal and Famous. We're gonna break those down a little in the video as well, but we're gonna focus mainly on Stefano and O-Cee, as I think they're basically confirmed to be taken out within the next episode, based off the episode description, leaks, new exclusive photos, details, and also the preview trailer for episode 8. So once again, we're going to break all that down. As usual, you guys can leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into it.
Well, we're not going to war for you or nobody else.
Oh, easy. I'm hearing your inventory is depleted, and you would have played nice with Quan, you wouldn't be in such a fucking pickle. And I don't know where the fuck you get your confidence from. Sure as hell ain't from the fucking facts right in front of your face.
How we know Stefano ain't gonna make a deal with Jersey and fuck us? We don't. Maybe we gotta make a move on Stefano.
The best way to avoid bloodshed is to move Rock aside. And I think you are just the guy for the job.
That ain't a job I'm looking for. And that's not shit you should ever say to me again. Be back up in the big ring.
When and where?
Changing the game all over again.
This bitch gonna pay, man.
So I want to start with Marvin taking out Stefano now that we have received this new exclusive photo showing that them two are going to meet up again separately but without Rock. So let's first explain the situation going on. Obviously the episode 409 is about that time. That description talks about Rock having to make up for Unique's retaliation and Marvin's mistake. Now of course we know Marvin's been making a lot of mistakes this season. Killed the bookie out in Corona, had to hire early to work with Stefano. We of course know he killed the owner that was in charge of the trucks. Now him and Rock is working with that goofed up idiot. He's just been doing a lot of shit, but I think his biggest mistake is coming next when he takes out Stefano, as we just seen in episode 7 with Unique revealing that he is alive, that everyone is uncertain of their next moves and what's going to happen going forward, to the point where Stefano talked to Marvin behind Rock's back and told him, hey, maybe we could get her out the picture. I know a lot of you guys said he didn't say kill her, he just don't want her to be top dog no more, but it's kind of what he insinuated, because we know Rock isn't just going to move out the way.
The best way to avoid bloodshed is to move Rock aside. And I think you are just the guy for the job.
So he told Marvin, we can move her out the way, put you in that spot, put you in that position, and we go from there, because Rock, Unique wants her head on a stake, and I'm not trying to go to war with Phil Russo and everyone else, and I damn sure don't want the 5 families taking me out. So when he confronted Marvin with this proposition to remove Rock, because you know they've been working together this entire season behind Rock's back, Marvin was like,
that ain't a job I'm looking for. And that's not shit you should ever say to me again.
and this is interesting because early in the episode, Marvin already proposed to Rock that they take out Stefano. They make a move on him first because they don't know if he would do the same to them if he makes a play behind their back.
Maybe we gotta make a move on Stefano. That's a big fucking move. That's a big fucking problem.
So now that Stefano has approached him with this, I think Marvin is going to decide it is in their best interest to take Stefano out. And this leads to the new exclusive photos we see of them meeting up. That's important because we overheard Stefano already in the preview trailer for season 4 episode 8 asking when and where. Now, I already theorized that he was talking to Marvin in this conversation, and I said that Marvin was more than likely setting up the spot, lying to him, basically saying, hey, maybe we can take out Rock, meet here, whatever, and Marvin's gonna get the job done himself. Now, I think Lou can possibly have some involvement in it due to season 4, episode 8, talking about Marvin and Lou trying to maintain get a grasp of the escalating situation, and a lot of people seem to suspect that it's Lou specifically in the preview trailer that's shooting into Stefano's car and killing him. But I do think all this has been orchestrated and set up by Marvin. Once again, the episode 9 description basically tells us that this isn't gonna work out in the long run, and I think that for a few reasons. That's the only person in Rock's corner right now moving her product. Remember, Quan is over there with Unique now. The Chinese spots and everything like that, that's more than likely gonna be gone because Quan is gone, and also Stefano was the one at the meeting with her with the Afghani nigga. We know Rock is gonna get that product within the next episode that she was desperately searching for within episode 7, but they're not gonna have no way, no manpower, no money, nothing to get shit up and running, get shit moving.
What's going on with this cash you keep taking out the business? I know your mom's got to be wondering why our profits is getting so thin.
It ain't got shit to do with you, O-Cee. And you don't need to worry about my mom's doing any sort of math, because our books, that's our business.
What about Kanan?
Kanan's skimming. Not sure what he planned to do with it, but he taking every week.
I've been putting Lou to the side so I can start up my own business. No Rock, no Ronnie, no Unique, nobody other than me. And you.
So now we're on to the death of O-Cee, as we got a new exclusive photo showing Jukebox and Kanan going meet and talk to his brother, going to his house. They're gonna have a run-in with his mom and everything like that. But first off, once again, to recap how we got to where we're at within the story. In episode 3 of season 4, Unique went to Kanan and Famous's old apartment and bumped into Krystal and everything like that. We saw this teaser long before then. We knew he was watching Kanan, the stash spot and everything like that. And later within that episode, he robbed them. He went in there, pulled the gun out on O-Cee and told him give them everything. And this was interesting because we saw he killed Rock and Marvin's lawyer just because they were close to Rock. We saw him kill the 2 Chinese shop owners because they knew who he was and had a chance to rat him out to Rock. But when he robbed the stash spot in the next episode, we saw O-Cee and Kanan having a conversation. So he left him alive, and everyone was wondering why that was, especially because we saw in these leaked episode descriptions that O-Cee was gonna go missing. And because of that, it was then revealed to us that O-Cee was snitching. He was feeding Unique information about what was going on with Rock and Kanan, their business, everything like that. He let him know that Rock and Quan wasn't on good terms, and he of course revealed that Kanan was skimming money off the top, stealing it, hiding it, putting it away for a rainy day. He don't know why or anything like that. We know in the episode Kanan told her he had money stashed away, saving it so that he could start his own business. And he told her, I wanted to be away from Ronnie, Rock, Unique, Marvin, everyone. I wanted to just be me and you. And we know O-Cee told Unique about that money. He followed Kanan to the spot and he ended up stealing it. And the episode 7 description said that Kanan was searching for a missing O-Cee. Well, going into episode 408, Street Struck, it talks about Kanan looking into his theory on what happened to Famous, but Jukebox is now searching for a missing O-Cee. This is where the new 2 exclusive photos come in at, where one specifically we see Jukebox getting grabbed by this guy. A lot of people wondering who this is. Oh, is Breed's finally here? Shit like that. Nah, this is Rashawn. This is gonna be O-Cee's brother, I believe. With them on the lookout for him, we saw Kanan in the last episode driving all around. He went to his apartment, asked his partners if they seen him. They said no, and he just couldn't find him basically. So now with Jukebox joining in on it, they're going directly to the source, to his house, to check in, and I think this is where they're going to get information. Now, I don't know if they are there at the same time. We do see Kanan in another exclusive photo that he's in the same house. We're going to see what information they gather from his brother, how long he's been missing, everything like that. I think they are going to run into his mom, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Like I said, I do think O-Cee is possibly already dead, or he will be by the end of this episode. If they do find him and have to get the money back, I think he might already have been taken out. Maybe they find the body or something like that. And what leads me to believe that is the next episode that talks about the next episode description that talks about Jukebox going into her past. I broke this down and talked about how they reintroduced the people that she was robbing the trucks with, stealing clothes and selling it on the streets. I said they didn't reintroduce them for no reason. I think she's gonna go back to doing that because she needs money, especially if she can't get this money back with Kanan and everything like that. So I think that's the route they're gonna go, but I do believe O-Cee will be revealed to have been killed or will be killed within this next episode. And Kanan, unfortunately for him, that money is long gone. Now I'm gonna run through Krystal and Famous quick. I literally just dropped a video on Krystal yesterday, but to summarize, that went up. As we know, Krystal, she's just been told by Kanan now that Kanan believes that Rock was the one who took out Famous, and we know in the episode 9 description it talks about Krystal's disappearance and Kanan being suspicious of Rock's involvement. This is leading to a new exclusive photo that we've now received where we see Krystal having another conversation with Rock. This is going to be the third one, of course. The first two was kind of like standoffish. We didn't really get much information. I think this one is going to be to the next level, and one important detail lets me know that, and it's that Krystal is at Rock's house this time. The other two times Rock came to see her at the old apartment and then at the new one, but now it seems like Krystal sought her out. Now I don't know what the conversation is going to be about. In my last episode I talked about the potential of them to bond over the abortion. Krystal talking about how she always wanted to have a baby. I highly suggest you go check out my video from yesterday, but I talked about that, and Rock convincing her to leave this life and everything like that. She's gonna say no, she's ride or die for Kanan and everything like that, but she still does disappear. So a lot of people think Rock possibly took her out. I think Kanan might say something to her that makes her see that what Rock was saying was true, and she chooses to leave on her own free will. Maybe Rock gives her some money, everything like that. We're gonna have to wait and see, but it is interesting detail that she goes to Rock's house. Now, of course, on to Famous. I think we're probably 2 episodes away from finally revealing what actually happened. I've made so many videos on this at this point. I really don't have much to say. I think we get a few more clues and details of what could have possibly went down now that episode 8 description talks about Kanan looking into his stereo and what happened to Famous. We know he's gonna tell Jukebox. We got that exclusive clip that he's gonna tell her that
you might know put down Fame.
Got an idea yet?
Speak.
Rock.
Rock love Fame.
She loves D-Wiz too.
So for that situation, we still have a lot to look forward to, and I think maybe we get it by the end of episode 9, but I don't think we get the answers to that at the end of 8, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. Overall though, that's it for this video. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and predictions down below. Like I said, I think the death of Stefano and O-Cee are basically guaranteed to happen within episode 8. People like Krystal and Famous, well, Famous is dead, but we're gonna see his death flashback eventually, hopefully, if this picture is him. But I think Krystal, a lot of questions still up in the air. I think Stefano and O-Cee, their storylines has ran their course. I think Marvin is going to make a move on Stefano. I think O-Cee might possibly already been taken out, or is going to be taken out by Jukebox and Kanan. So can't wait to see this. At least we're finally back. That 1 week break felt like forever. You guys let me know what other videos you want to see. Let me know your death predictions for the rest of the season as well. Kanan, I think after Krystal's disappearance and of course Famous death revealed who actually killed him and Rock are never going to be able to reconciliate, and their relationship is officially going to be done. As usual though, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.